Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Shubhayan Chakravarti, joined by Nikhil Narayan to discuss the big match, the big encounter between the number 1 and number 2 team in IPL 2022 between Lucknow Super Giants and Gujarat Titans. And the latest coming in from Pune is that Gujarat Titans have won the toss and have opted to bat first. That's the latest coming in from Pune. Gujarat Titans, looking at the recent trend in Pune of teams batting first and winning the match, have opted to bat first versus LSG. And there have been changes for both the sides. One change for Lucknow Super Giants and 3 changes for Gujarat Titans. One change is Karan Sharma replaces Ravi Bishnoi for LSG. Karan Sharma is UP captain who replaces Ravi Bishnoi, whereas Matthew Wade, Sai Kishore and Yash Dayal have made their way back into the playing 11 in place of Lockie Ferguson, Sai Sudarshan and Pradeep Sangwan. So this is the latest coming in from Pune. Nikhil, the decision to bat first from Gujarat Titans, I think it's a very measured call.
Measured call, not surprising, because for 2 reasons. One, advantage batting first in Pune. This is the only venue amongst the 4 venues where teams batting first have won more matches than teams chasing. So not surprising. Secondly, remember Hardik Pandya was the first captain in match number 35 when he opted to bat first. He broke the jinx, the trend of winning the toss and chasing. So Hardik Pandya again did not have a hesitation, taking in consideration what has happened historically in this match, in this tournament at the venues, and therefore he's elected to bat first. So good call by Hardik Pandya.
Absolutely. And the last time a team won the match in Pune while chasing was Gujarat Titans and on April 17th. So that says it all. But Gujarat Titans, yes, have won the toss and have opted to bat first. And we'll take a look at at how the season has panned out for both the teams. And these two are vying for a very important spot in this tournament. Anyone, be it LSG or Gujarat Titans, whoever wins this match will have a sure shot qualification for playoff. Officially, the winning team will qualify tonight. So that also makes this a match so much important. We'll take a look at the playing 11s as well. So let's start with Gujarat Titans. 3 changes for them, and Hardik Pandya has left many surprised here with his calls. There Hardik Pandya, the captain, Riddhiman Saha, Shubman Gill, Matthew Wade comes into the playing 11, and it remains to be seen whether he opens and Shubman Gill drops back to number 3, or whether Matthew Wade continues at number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, interesting team. They've dropped Lockie Ferguson, which is interesting.
I think that's a bit of a tactical call to
help spinners.
Yes, Sai Kishore, and interestingly, Sai Kishore is making his IPL debut after for Gujarat Titans after warming the bench for so long for Chennai Super Kings, but he has had a good domestic season for Tamil Nadu. So a tactical call, I would reckon.
Tactical call. Matthew Wade is interesting. They want to, they know what he can bring. He showed us his batting prowess in the World T20 last year in the UAE. So they know what he can do with the bat. So Matthew Wade is an interesting choice, a calculated risk by Hardik Pandya. Interesting 3 changes.
Yash Dayal is also playing
Yash Dayal,
for Pradeep Sangwan. It's a like-for-like change.
Like-for-like change, and Yash Dayal did impress, so I'm not surprised by that. Maybe they lost the last couple of matches, so they want just a few changes just to get some fresh blood. Basically, these are, I think, tactical and strategic changes by Hardik Pandya. Again, he's been brilliant, so maybe it pays off again.
Absolutely, and it remains to be seen whether they end their 2-match losing streak after making 3 changes to their playing 11 as well. And let's take a look at LSG's playing 11 as well. One change for them, UP captain Karan Sharma comes in the playing 11, and they are looking a very good side. Ravi Bishnoi, dropping Ravi Bishnoi comes as a bit of a surprise, but then a chance for a new youngster.
Absolutely. Ravi Bishnoi hadn't done badly, but he wasn't at his absolute best in the tournament. So yeah, that is a call they have taken, although they've been on a 4-match winning streak. Apart from that, as we've discussed, the team is very, very strong team, fantastic all-rounders, great openers, a great fast bowling unit. So very potent team, very balanced team, LSG.
Absolutely, and these 2 teams, as we are repeatedly saying, are vying for that playoff spot, and whoever wins today will seal that playoff qualification. And Nikhil, both the teams have made changes, and it looks like tactical changes for both of them. I don't see any reasons why Ravi Bishnoi has been dropped from the 11, but to refresh the squad a bit, I think that call has been taken.
Yeah, strategic changes. They expect the wicket to turn, so therefore Sai Kishore is in.
Yep.
Hardik Pandya has done that. So good, interesting changes. Let's see, which captain the punt comes off. Both the teams, have won 8 of the 11 matches.
Yep.
So this is, as you said, this is a big match. It's a match for the teams to finish. The winner will go to the playoffs. The winner will also go to the top of the points table,
yep,
and is likely to stay there. So therefore, it's a big match for both the teams. Lucknow, I think, has the advantage, Shubhayan, because they have a very high net run rate. But GT did defeat them in the first encounter of the tournament, when Rahul Tewatia and Mohammad Shami were the stars with the bat and the ball. So it's a mouth-watering prospect and a lot to play for both the sides.
Absolutely, and both the sides have some great players, some big name players in that, and we'll take a look at the X-Factor players as well from both the sides, because Nikhil, both the teams have so many single-handed match winners, and it sometimes becomes so hard to pick one player each from the team. But Rahul Tewatia from Gujarat Titans have been the standout player for them.
Absolutely. I'm a phenomenal finisher. One did not expect that he'll be amongst the best finishers in the tournament, but he's shown everyone that he's not a one tournament wonder. 193 runs, 128 deliveries, strike rate 150 plus, death strike rate touching 200. 3 very high impact knocks, impossible situations he made them win, hitting 6s of the last 2 deliveries. 3 high impact knocks in this tournament. I said 340s of 20 odd deliveries every time. Just his ability to hit 6s, as we were discussing, Shubhayan, is absolutely phenomenal. And that doesn't come as a fluke. You do it once, it could be fluke. You do it match after match, season after season. It is talent, and it is practice and hard work.
Absolutely, and Rahul Tewatia has showcased all his hard work and talent without a shadow of doubt in this IPL 2022, and he was coming after a lot of criticism given his high hefty price tag in the IPL mega auctions. Let's move to Lucknow Super Giants X-Factor player, and there has to be only one. When KL Rahul is in the team, you just can't look beyond him.
Absolutely. The second highest run getter of this tournament after George Butler. He's fast catching up to George Butler. The difference is coming down. Most runs in the IPL since 2018. He's the IPL run machine. An average of 56 in T20 cricket in the IPL. I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal. That is, people don't have that average in ODI cricket, and he has it in T20 cricket. So KL Rahul is an IPL run machine. The difference this season and the way he was batting for Punjab was different in approach and attitude. He was the anchor for Punjab, and therefore they were losing a number of matches. He's come out all guns blazing, which shows in his strike rate of 145, and therefore LSG is winning more matches than it is losing this season.
Absolutely, and now when they are winning matches, I think KL Rahul will take back his statement that strike rate is overrated now. But yes, both the teams have so many power-packed players in their respective squads that it is sometimes very hard to pick each a single player out of that. But do let us know which team you are supporting between Gujarat Titans and Lucknow Super Giants. Both have played some phenomenal cricket in this tournament so far, and are sitting at the 1 and 2 spot in the points table. Nikhil will take a look at the key battles as well. So many big name players and so many matchups within this big battle. So to start with, I think the biggest X Factor player, the key battle will be between Shami and Quinton de Kock, which might even decide the outcome of the game.
Absolutely. Shami versus the LSG openers will define this contest for me. Quinton de Kock and KL Rahul. Here we see Shami versus Quinton de Kock. Shami has dismissed Quinton de Kock 3 times in 5 matches only.
It's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag, 26 deliveries. He's gone for a few runs, conceded a few boundaries, but he's dismissed him thrice in 26 balls. That's striking once every 9 balls. So that's strike rate of 9. So that's excellent from Shami. He won't mind conceding a few boundaries if he can prize out QDK, who's almost reaching 400 runs in the tournament.
Absolutely, and KL Rahul's form has been one of the biggest reasons why Lucknow Super Giants are doing this well in this IPL 2022 and are sitting atop the points table as well. We'll take a look at the second key battle of today's match between GT and LSG, and that has to be between Deepak Hooda and Rashid Khan. This battle will define how the middle overs for LSG pan out.
Absolutely. Rashid Khan has been brilliant in the middle overs, Shubhayan. Deepak Hooda has done brilliantly with the bat. Head to head, there is not too much into it. Rashid Khan has been very restrictive as he has been against most batsmen he is bowled to. But this is not the same Deepak Hooda. Deepak Hooda in this tournament is batting at a different level. He's already played 3 cameos in this tournament, 3 very good in his tournament, number 3, 4. So he's batting very well. I think Deepak Hooda will take the challenge and he will attack Rashid Khan. So it will be interesting.
Absolutely. We had Hardik Pandya versus Ravi Bishnoi also prepared, but Ravi Bishnoi unfortunately is not playing. So we'll move to the third key battle that is between Rahul Tewatia and Jason Holder. Jason Holder has been so good in the death overs, conceding at just 9 and picking up wickets as well. But Tewatia in the death over especially, he has been a different beast.
Absolutely. Jason Holder, brilliant economy rate, also picking 6 wickets in 54 balls. Strike rate is also of 9. Also, he's very tall, so he'll make use of his height. I'll expect Tewatia to play all sorts of shots, against Jason Holder, maybe above the wicketkeeper's head. You can expect all sorts of, interesting, innovative shots by Tewatia. But this is going to be a great battle because Tewatia, as we said, is striking at 200 in death overs, and Holder is not an easy customer, to get away in the final 4 overs. So this could make a difference of 10 to 15 runs, 10 to 20 runs, which often decides a match.
Absolutely, or maybe Rahul Tewatia might just hit 5 sixes of Jason Holder. You never know when Rahul Tewatia is on the crease. And we'll take a look at Gujarat Titans' journey as well. Last 2 matches they have just they have just let off the gas a bit, and the 3 changes, I think that's more important to end that losing streak.
Absolutely. There have 2 major reasons why they have lost the last couple of matches. One, the lower order batting of Miller, Tewatia and Rashid hasn't really fired.
True.
Those cameos haven't come, that finish hasn't come. And they are heavily dependent on Miller and Tewatia, that partnership, to do the damage at the death. Also, Shami conceded more than 40 runs in the last 2 matches. And, not only did he concede runs, he did not pick wickets with the new ball. They are also very highly dependent on Shami to pick wickets in the power play. So those are the reasons, but Shami is a class bowler, I'm sure he'll bounce back. And Miller and Tewatia have surprised us, so a big performance is around the corner.
And whether it's today, whether it's against Lucknow Super Giants, it remains to be seen. Where we'll get all the result in a couple of hours from now. But yes, the latest coming in from Pune is that Gujarat Titans have won the toss and have opted to bat first there, and Gujarat Titans batting first. They have been a better chasing team, I would say. Their batting first record is pretty interesting. They have won 3 matches, they have lost 2, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. But Gujarat Titans chasing is a different animal. They have won 5 and just lost 1, Nikhil.
Absolutely, but they are batting first in this match.
Yes.
So, I don't think that will make much of a difference. Deep Das Gupta in his pitch report said the wicket will be true throughout. So it won't make much of a difference batting first or chasing on this wicket. LSG batting first, although, has a major advantage. So maybe Hardik Pandya knew this stat and he didn't want to give LSG the advantage. All sorts of tactical mind games. LSG's chasing is, equal, but LSG batting first, clearly would have been in the advantage. So that's interesting. So this is interesting. I don't think there's too much into advantage into batting first or chasing on this wicket. Although historically this is the only ground, Shubhayan, in this tournament amongst the 4 venues in the group stages where batting first, the team batting first has had a big advantage, not only a minor advantage. On all other grounds, chasing is still an advantage. Only in Pune, batting first an advantage. So considering that, I think it's a good toss to win for Hardik.
Good toss to win, but Hardik Pandya would be desperate to end that 2-match losing streak and seal that playoff qualification, whereas Lucknow Super Giants would be desperate to make it 5 out of 5. They have been absolutely sensational in the last 4 matches, Nikhil, winning all of them.
Absolutely. They are the team with the momentum.
True.
They are the team with the highest net run rate. Look at KL Rahul, the IPL red machine, continuing from where he left last season, and before that, most runs since 2018. Quinton de Kock, good form, 344 runs, strike rate almost 140, 350s. His partnership with Rahul is one of the best in the tournament. Deepak Hooda has been a revelation with the bat, a fine all-rounder, 320 runs, 350s, very versatile in the middle order, can also provide the flourish at the death if needed. Avesh Khan, 14 wickets, very good in the power play and death. Mohsin Khan, what a revelation, left-arm pacer from UP, 9 wickets, very restrictive. economy of only 5.35. And as we were saying, 6 bowlers, Shubhayan, have taken 9+ wickets, which is the maximum for any team in the tournament. And not surprisingly, therefore, LSG have taken 78 wickets in the tournament, which is again the maximum for any team in the tournament. And if you see, they don't have standout world-class bowlers. Let's say which RCB has, let's say which Gujarat Titans have, let's say which the other team, Rajasthan Royals have.
True.
But still, all their bowlers have utility bowlers, and they've all gelled well, and therefore they've picked the maximum wickets.
They have banked on 2 youngsters in Avesh Khan and Ravi Bishnoi, and the other bowlers are also very outside pick. Dushmanta Chamira, who would have thought Dushmanta Chamira would come this good in this IPL, and Mohsin Khan has been, as you said, has been one of the finds of the tournament, bowling brilliantly in the line and runs. The pace 145, his clocking 145. So absolutely, this Lucknow Super Giants is a very, very good and formidable squad, and we haven't even counted Marcus Stoinis, Jason Holder, Krunal Pandya, Deepak Huda's bowling in this as well. So Lucknow Super Giants are the stronger side on paper, but you can never rule out Gujarat Titans given the sort of finishes they have had in this tournament so far. We'll take a look at the points table as well, because today's match is all about the top 2 teams in this IPL, and they have been playing some aggressive, attacking and intentful cricket. 8 wins out of 11 matches for both the teams. Both the teams have lost 3 matches each. 16 points. Net run rate, Lucknow Super Giants have the advantage with a positive net run rate of 0.703. Gujarat Titans are at 0.120. So Gujarat Titans will look to not only seal those 2 points, but perhaps increase their net run rate a bit in case they need that in the race of top 4, because you look at Rajasthan Royals there, Nikhil, and their net run rate, you might never know Rajasthan Royals might stitch a 4-match winning streak from here on.
Absolutely.
3-match winning streak from here on.
Absolutely, and therefore, because the net run rate is higher than GT not only needs a win, they want to win by a good margin, because it's not only a playoff which matters. They also need to look at a top 2 finish, which gives them extra cushion to make it to the final. So therefore, it's a big match for LSG and for GT, little more for GT than for LSG because of the net run rate.
Net run rate. We'll take a look at the playing 11s as well, which are the players who will define today's outcome of the match, and Lucknow Super Giants have made 1 change to their 11, whereas Gujarat Titans have gone with 3 changes to their playing 11 in a bid to snap that 2-match losing streak. For LSG, Karan Sharma from Uttar Pradesh comes into the playing 11, and all eyes will be on Karan Sharma, given it is his debut, but the all-rounders, the flurry of pace bowlers there, the openers, I think Gautam Gambhir and company have done a great job with the mega auctions and how well they have played their cricket in this tournament.
Absolutely. What they've done is a great job in the auctions, a number of all-rounders, and also they've backed their players. Unlike Punjab, who also had great auction, they haven't backed their players. Too many changing and chopping the team, and therefore they are in the bottom half of the table, and LSG are at the top of the table. So great job by Gautam Gambhir, astute cricket mind, and therefore they're reaping the awards of a great auction and then brilliant strategy during the tournament.
Absolutely. And for Gujarat Titans, many were not sure given how their auctions went. They bought some old players, they bought some experienced players who didn't have that reputation of being consistent in IPL, but this season around, under Hardik Pandya, under Ashish Nehra, the 2 most animated duo, captain coach duo, we'll see, they have left their stamp in this tournament, the kind of cricket they have played.
Absolutely. No one would have expected Gujarat Titans after the auction they had would be at number 2, a strong contender for the title, but they have surprised us all, led by the absolutely charismatic Hardik Pandya and all these utility players. See, there is no world-class player except Rashid in that team, and to an extent Mohammad Shami, but they have over-exceeded their potential and given it all, and therefore they are at number 2 position. It is a story. It is the story of Gujarat Titans is perhaps the story of the tournament so far.
And the likes of Shubman Gill, Matthew Wade, they're one of the openers, and their number 3 haven't fired at all in this tournament. Shubman Gill played a couple of great knocks in between, but then it has been a downward slide for him. But still, they have managed to win 8 matches, which is amazing. And when Shubman Gill, their number 3, start to fire, it will be a different team.
They'll be hoping they fire in the playoffs when they make the playoffs. Because so far it's Tewatia, Miller, Rashid and the bowlers who've done the job. Shubman Gill has a couple of performances, yes, and Hardik. But if the top eye also starts firing consistently, then Gujarat Titans almost becomes impossible to beat.
Absolutely, and that's what these two new franchises have brought into this IPL. Some new blood, some new intent, the innovations in their playing 11 and the kind of cricket they are playing. They have set a great benchmarks for other teams who have been in IPL for last 14-15 years. So it's a great start for Gujarat Titans and LSG, and today's match will define which team will seal their first qualification, playoff qualification of IPL 2022. Nikhil, before we wrap up, let's have some prediction. Let's have some fun prediction. We saw so many good big name players there. I'll ask you, which player are you backing to score the most runs in today's match?
KL Rahul.
KL Rahul is a simple answer.
Safe bet, KL Rahul. Because
highest wicket taker.
Highest wicket taker.
Okay, I'll ask you highest run scorer from each side.
Okay, so KL Rahul from LSG, from Gujarat Titans. I want to go with Shubman Gill. I want to go with Shubman Gill. Wicket taker from LSG, I'll go with Chamira. From
Interesting.
Gujarat Titans, I'll go with the veteran Indian pacer, Mohammad Shami. Didn't have a good match last couple of matches, but I think class is permanent. So let's see.
Class is permanent. And which team you are backing to win this match?
LSG. Momentum, 4 matches in a row. LSG, better team, a better all-rounder. So I'm backing LSG.
So Nikhil has gone completely safe with his predictions, but do let us know which team you are backing in this match between LSG and GT. It's the battle between the two top sides of IPL 2022, and whoever wins will seal their playoff qualification and become the first team to achieve that qualification in this IPL 2022. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for joining in. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have to follow all our videos, not only related to IPL but from other sports as well. News 9 Sports is your destination. We are covering everything related to IPL and from other sporting action going on in the world. We have a very special interview of Jitesh Sharma which Meha took today, so you can go and watch that one as well, and we'll continue to give you all the coverage related to sporting action in the world. Thank you so much for watching News 9.